Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Capes and Lunatics. I am Phil, the Podfather Phil. Joining me, as always, is Lilith.
Yo.
Oh. Justin, the owl.
Yo.
Yo. And, of course, it's that time of the month. Mr. Will Allred is back.
Hello.
Welcome back, Will.
Yeah. Everyone's like, oh, crap, the Ray's right around the corner.
Well, I think this is a good week to have Will. There's been a lot of Guy Gardner in the new DCU.
Yes,
talk.
we're going to talk some Guy Gardner. We're going to talk some of the latest Green Lantern books. But first, let's say congratulations to Will. Fully crossover division number 6, fully funded and then some, correct, sir?
Nice.
Yes,
Yay,
absolutely.
where's the
Thank you.
applause button,
Awesome.
Phil?
What?
There's no applause button?
Get there.
There you
Oh, there we go. Yeah. All right.
Thank you. Thank you. It was Kickstarters are a marathon, definitely not a sprint. And looking forward to getting this issue out so that we can then do it all over again.
Nice.
Yeah,
Numbers
do it
down.
all
Yeah,
over
we'll
again
do it all
because
over
yeah,
again.
because apparently I am, I slow learner, very slow learner.
I was just saying, now's
Yeah,
the
but once you
fun.
get the ball rolling.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now's the fun part. All the shipping all the books out.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
yeah. Oh, actually, that is a lot of fun. I mean, I can get in the groove where I'm like, oh, I remember this address because I've sent this address out before, like, and this person
Yeah.
lives in Austin, or this person lives, I remember this address in New York or LA or even in London. I'm like,
That's
this is
cool. I love it.
yeah, it's so cool that people will support an issue and pay like double in shipping, international shipping, just to get the issue. I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah, that's
I
awesome.
thank you so much. I just don't know what to say to that because I think
I
it's
mean,
awesome.
it's nothing now compared to the tariffs. Like, people are getting like $1,700 bills for like Temu and
Yeah.
Shein. So,
Right.
that's
Yeah.
still not as much as your Chinese de minimis order.
That is true. That is true.
And again, people are willing to pay money for quality comics. And again,
That's
I
right.
mean, it's Kickstarter, so you're putting love into it. You
Yeah.
wouldn't be
Comic
here.
book fans are
And it's-
loyal nerds.
And it's
Yeah.
going right to the creator. It's not going to
Absolutely.
the middleman. They're cutting the middleman right out. So that's perfect.
Yeah, Kickstarter's really, really it's been a really awesome thing for indie comics because it's developed into a community where, you can come in there and get the support of the community
Mhm.
and bring whatever it is you want, to life. It's really cool. I mean, I still, when an issue comes in after we get it printed and I'm holding it in my hands, my first thought is, this came out of my brain. Exactly. This thing didn't exist. I thought of something, and then the rest of the team took the mad scramblings that I have and made something beautiful out of it. So yeah, it's pretty awesome.
That's okay. I love it. I love it.
I know. I kept going. I'm like, I got to get the issue. And I kept forgetting. Hey, those emails work. It was like, oh, if only 48 hours left. I'm like, oh crap.
Honey, bring me my super credit card.
That's right. Where is my super credit card?
I was like, I can't go to bed until I buy it. Until I put it in. So. All right. So how should we do this? Should we start with the Green Lantern issues and then get to Mr. Gardner?
Whatever. You're the boss, man.
You're the Green Lantern fanatic. The Hal Jordan.
I'm one of the Green Lantern fanatics, yes, and I am the Hal Jordan fanatic. True, that is true.
I of course love Hal Jordan.
I do. In all his craziness.
All right. So what do you want to start? Do you want to start with that issue or?
Sure. Why not?
All right. There's a segue. All right. So yeah, Green Lantern 23. Well, whatever volume this is, 23.
Ooh, the
Exactly.
Spectre.
Yeah. So actually, I had a question about this. I thought that the Spectre had bonded with someone else after Hal.
Crispus Allen.
Yeah, yeah. What? Because in this he wasn't bonded with anybody apparently. At least that's what I understood after reading it.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like. He's like, "Oh, Corrigan's gone. I need a host." He's trying to get Hal. That's how desperate the Spectre was. He wanted Hal back, and I was like, "No."
I know. I mean, come on, man. That's like the
Listen.
bottom of the barrel.
Say what you want, but I think he had a little fun when the first time around. I think
Yeah,
they both
yeah.
made each other better. I'm just saying. I think that's my favorite incarnation. So I'll stand up for it.
Well, it was different then. It was more like a spirit of redemption rather than a spirit of vengeance,
Exactly.
a spirit of wrath. So that,
Well-
yeah, probably it was. Yeah, it was.
And it was honestly, it was. I mean, the book was amazing. You know, the art was awesome, and then the writing by J.M.D.
Yeah.
Mateus was simply, fantastic.
That Norm Brayfogle stuff. Oh my God.
And we're
yeah.
actually having real consequences all of a sudden. That feels good for him at least.
Wait, what are
Consequences in
those
quite a long
consequences?
For Hal, those are consequences.
Well, yeah. Well, I told them. I told these two. I said, last time we covered the Spectre series, and it's not on DC on the DC app, and
Yep. And it's not been collected, which is a crime.
Yeah, no,
A
no
literal
trade,
war
nothing.
crime.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
DC,
'Cause that's
what are you doing? Well, I mean, DC honestly doesn't know what they're doing. They're breaking up with the Discovery part. Like, we got to give them some slack, I guess. They're going through it over there.
Yeah.
But hey, a big anniversary issue's coming up in probably 10 months because this was Legacy 590. The cover says so.
Oh, that's right. So
Five-
You
Legacy.
think they'll remember?
I mean, they have the Legacy numbered on it. If they pass it up, it's
They've
their own
been
damn
weird
fault.
about the Green Lantern stuff lately, but I know like we got the Superman movie coming out and stuff, and the TV show coming out. They said early 2026, but it's supposed to come out at the same time as like Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, which is like allegedly still June. So that's not really early. That's mid. So mid 2026. So
Yeah,
would that fall? Can you do that? Yeah, I think that would probably work out for a good big double-sized, double-stuffed issue.
Yeah, I mean, if we finally get that TV series, that streaming series,
That's what they're saying. It's between like March and June 2026. That's what they're saying.
they keep saying, but Will, how long?
Well, like HBO's a mess right now too. Like they went back to HBO Max. Like they literally are running around like chickens with their heads cut off over there. So I'm really worried about the TV aspect of everything. Like the movies are gonna come out because the producers want their damn money, but the TV shows they could always do the Batgirl thing and just burn it off for insurance.
Right.
So
which
that's
is
where I
nuts.
get nervous.
Yeah.
Hopefully, like the Guy Gardner in the Superman movie makes it like a little more palatable and like confidence in putting the TV show out. That's my hope.
Absolutely.
Well, what's the one that they have in the works with Hal and Jon Stewart?
Yeah, that's the live action.
Lanterns.
That's
Yeah.
the TV
Lantern.
series.
Is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But then there's also going to be a it's a spin-off of My Adventures with Superman, but Green Lantern
the animated. Yeah.
animated with, I think it's Jessica Cruz though, right? Is that?
That's what they said. We'll see.
I mean, if any franchise has, we have a diverse cast. I mean, it is
like
the Green Lantern
naturally
stuff.
built in.
Exactly.
You don't have to do any weird swapping that the fans are going to complain about.
Right.
Nope, not at all. I mean,
But there are
honestly,
too many human lanterns. I'm just saying, too many humanoid lanterns. Justice for Chip, man. Gnort, all of them.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God!
Man.
Yeah. Who is? How goes to hell? Who's in hell in this issue?
I can see it low key. It's not my business to say, but I can see it low key.
And Gnort didn't even know he was in hell. He thought he was like on an alien planet or something.
Which is totally in character. Totally in character.
He gives me his phone.
You know what they say? The path to hell is paid with good intention.
I'm still mad about Chip though. I was like, how you gonna do that to Chip? I was
That was
That's
that series which will never be
Mosaic.
reprinted.
Yeah.
Which will never be
Right.
reprinted.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, because
which
it
is
was written by he who will not be named, the same guy
Exactly,
who wrote the
yeah.
Wonder Man stuff.
which
yeah.
is a shame for all the other creators involved in it, but I completely understand it. That series was something different. I mean, it really was. It was this Vertigo-esque, weird, very strange. I mean, very good. It was very, very good series. But yeah, they killed Chip just straight up, and that was annoying. I agree
Yeah.
completely.
Yeah. I was trying to think of the name of that other one that because I was thinking of my introduction to Guy Gardner, which was an issue. I'm going to try to look up the issue number, but it was one that in which Hal didn't have his costume. He was just in like regular plain clothes.
Oh, it's probably the road back, like Green Lantern 1, 2, 3, 4. The first 8 issues is the 90s Green Lantern series, would be my guess.
I think it was in the late 80s. It was Joe Staton artwork. I remember that. But
oh, okay.
There were a whole bunch of Green Lanterns that were trying to help Hal because he had gotten the crap kicked out of him by Guy Gardner a bunch of times, and I don't think he even had a ring. I don't.
Oh, I wonder if it was around Crisis, maybe. Will Weff.
That maybe, yeah.
I think it was. It was maybe right after Crisis, maybe. But there was a Green Lantern that was among that group, that, like Chip and Cat Matui and all the others were there. But there was another one that I remember being so struck by the appearance of this one. He had a bunch of tentacles coming off him and like one singular eye in the middle, like this Cyclops eye. And there was like all these different like 50 different tentacles coming off this creature.
That's
And
something Grant Morrison would.
Exactly.
Probably used during the Grant Morrison, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, without a doubt. But the way that he spoke, like he mashed all of his words together, like it was all one continuous.
I do remember that. I do not remember that Green Lantern's name though. I remember.
I was trying to remember him, but I was like, who is that tentacle dude? But yeah, I always wondered what happened to him too, but I'm sure he was murdered callously.
Probably murdered by that.
Probably
Probably murdered by that maniac Hal Jordan during Emerald Twilight. Probably.
Oh, you're killing me, man.
Speaking of Will, speaking of in like 2 weeks, that's when Ray is here. God help you all. We're going to talk controversial storyline. So if you're free, if you want to, you're welcome. And scream at Emerald Twilight again.
Get off my lawn. Sorry.
Oh, we were talking about like enhanced covers last episode, like foil covers and everything. We're saying first I said 50. I was surprised Emerald Twilight, issue 50 didn't have like a foil cover. Whereas like, what was it? 49 should have been the foil, where he has all the rings on his hand.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Can you imagine that foil, Will? That really would have stabbed you in the back.
It could have been a Smell-O-Vision comic like Ren and Stimpy, right?
I'm surprised they didn't do more green Green Lantern.
Yeah.
Will, what would be the odor of Emerald Twilight?
Is this the one you're talking about, Justin?
No.
Okay.
I don't.
Oh, did he look?
That's Penelops or whatever.
Was it Medfill? Kind of long,
he was
cylindrical.
He was like flesh colored. It was like pink.
I think it was Medfill then.
You sure you wasn't smoking a doobie? A very vivid dream.
Getting my different forms of entertainment mixed up. Maybe.
flesh covered with tentacles.
That's my
Exactly.
here. Come on, Justin.
I'm gonna look him up while we're chatting. I'm gonna try to find it.
I think it's Medfill. Medphyll. Look him up and see if that's him.
Medfill.
Let's see. Oh, it's. See if it looks like hair. It looks like a plant.
No,
yeah, I don't know about
that dude
either.
It looks like a bootleg Groot.
It does kind of look like Groot.
If Vin Diesel did the live action Groot, this is what it was.
Yes, totally. Yeah.
Oh, my Lord.
Only
Oh!
I can talk trash about Vin Diesel, by the way. Anybody else can, you're gonna get this knuckle sandwich.
Fast and Furious super fan. Oh, and then you son of a bitch, you the other story in this issue, Kyle Rain, the Kyle Rayner storyline is going on.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Superboy. Yeah.
so he's still around. Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Well, the last time I liked him was the White Lantern stuff. So.
Mm-hmm. Oh, don't get us going on New 52.
I did like, what was the New 52 Green Lantern Corps number 0? I think that was the last thing with Guy Gardner that I actually liked.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was weird because it's like, yeah, during New 52, I mean,
It was like his origin story.
and like his brother was back, but he wasn't a villain. He was just like a cop. And then he had a sister too, who's
Yeah.
also a cop. Yeah, they're all like
they're really trying to like make him like a from a family of cops. I'm like, what is this, Blue Bloods? Which I like, casual
Green-
viewer, David Ramsey.
Green Bloods.
Green Bloods. Yeah, right.
The father's like, you washed
Don't
out.
give him any ideas.
Well, that might be a good segue. Yeah,
Now that's what the Lantern Show's gonna be. Great job, Will.
Bloods. Yeah, we got the core book.
Mm-hmm.
How are we
Which
liking
is-
the core book?
They're bringing back all the Earth Lanterns, including Teen Lantern.
Yep.
Yeah, I was like,
Oh,
wow,
wow.
we're doing deep cuts, homie.
I was gonna say,
Hey.
never go full Bendis.
Yeah. We get
I think he had some good ideas. He just didn't have anybody to stop him from going full Bendis. Like he
Right.
works.
You need a good editor.
Yeah, he needs an editor. He can't be his own editor, or it can't be a friend of his. You know what I mean?
I think we said that before. He's a good idea, man. It's just the execution. He kind of sometimes.
It's like 2 steps too far every single freaking time.
Yeah.
He's off that cliff.
Told you one of these days we're gonna pull the trigger and try him and
Charlotte Bendis.
trial Brian Michael Bendis. Yeah.
I'm not gonna be the defense.
Lilith is gonna present the Superman stuff.
That's almost as bad as the Wonder Woman Snickers ad. Almost.
Oh God, there's your
Bringing it back for the bingo card, kid.
coming up like every episode now. Yeah, that Snickers ad. Oh boy. You're Wonder Woman. You're not yourself. You must be on your period. Have a Snickers.
Like, I have to read Absolute Wonder Woman and go, why can't Wonder Woman have been like this for the last like 12 years? It's been a rough time to be a Wonder Woman fan. That's all I'm saying.
Well, it's like enough Snickers.
Almost
Give her a
as
giant
rough as being
sword.
a Green Lantern fan. It's been some ups and downs, and they just take the book away and they just like pretend like they don't exist. It's giving Fantastic Four in the worst way.
Oh, not to go straight too far off course, but some of our fans like this topic. Will, did you say you are reading Hush too?
Batman.
I read
my favorite character.
Oh.
Hush too.
I think the Jim Lee art drew him in.
Oh,
I
he's
read
reading
the
it for the
first.
pictures. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. I don't read. There's text. What? Okay, sorry. The first issue.
15-year-old Will all read.
Yeah. Exactly. I don't read it for the articles. Anyway, the first issue, the art was really nice, but I feel like I was kind of lost. This was supposed to be this big reintro of Hush, and he hasn't been seen since, except he's been seen several times since the first Hush, right? So it just, I don't know, it kind of fell flat to me, but I mean, it's Jim Lee art, so it's Jim Lee art.
And then it's like, hey, remember this callback to the original Hush from like, what was that, like 2003? Hey, remember this callback to this thing 22 years ago?
No, let me go
the
read
kids
it.
are like a resounding no, because that's the only people really reading it are new readers.
Well, people were all like, oh, is like Jeff Loeb going to just like kill the Joker, do whatever he's going to do, because are they going to like soft reboot it because there is a Batman #1 coming in after Hush 2? So
I did not know that.
Yeah, well, they're rebooting that, and of course, by the time that movie comes out, Superman's getting a new #1. So,
really? Yeah.
As Action Comics is closing in on 1,100, that and Detective Comics. Detective.
Yeah, I dare them to put the legacy number on that one. That'll piss everybody off.
Action and Detective.
And a nice little triangle.
Action and Detective are closing in on 1100 issue 1100. Meanwhile, yeah, Batman, Superman are going to go back to a new number one.
It's crazy.
We need those triangle numbers
Teen
back.
Time.
Yeah,
Yes.
Triangle
we do.
numbers.
We do.
Well, first you need like editors and whoever else who can, like, will give a damn about where does this take place in order of whatever.
I think it's best right now to not, because after New 52 and Rebirth, and don't call it a rebrand, call it a refresh.
Yeah,
Like, it
right.
doesn't matter. It's like pick your poison at this point, and all my poison is Mark Waid and J.M.D. Mateus, so I don't care. Because they actually know what they're talking about, so it's like fine. This is the pocket that I'm in.
Speaking of Mark Waid, I didn't read it yet, but today starts like his new arc on Action Comics. Was it 1087, where he's doing like a flashback.
He's gonna go to 1100, obviously.
Yeah, well, it's Teenage Clark in Smallville, so
yeah.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
yeah, so
Which is funny because allegedly there's a revival of Smallville in the works. Allegedly.
Oh, really?
Geriatric Smallville, you say?
Hey man, Tom Welling as a Silver Fox is doing things for people, so I'm not
That's
gonna
true.
complain. That's literally my favorite superhero show ever, so I ain't gonna complain. And then Michael Rosenbaum's gonna be back as Lex Luthor, so like, get juicy. Yeah.
Don't give the toddler the loaded gun, Lilith.
I live in Florida. I'm gonna do it.
Florida, where there are no gun locks. All right.
Toddlers can stand their ground for their juice boxes. Absolutely.
So yeah, I mean, I already put the request into Mr. Waid about maybe talking about that action run, and he's usually good about talking to us unless his schedule is super busy, which a lot of times it is.
Yep, I hear you, man.
He's still doing that World's. Oh my God, are you reading World's Finest, Will? He's doing the crossover between that and Justice League Unlimited, which is set in the present. So there's time travel crap going on.
At least he can keep track of his time travel stuff. So that's always nice.
Yeah, he's always good with the time.
Meticulous.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely. And
like we've talked about
feast or famine with Green Lantern.
Well, yeah, I mean, there was a whole year where we didn't have any ongoing Green Lantern book,
and now we've got 4.
Oh yeah, because we got that, we got the core, we got regular Green Lantern, the core, we got
Tales of the Green
Lantern.
Yeah.
And then Absolute.
Yeah.
Absolute.
By Al Ewing. Yeah, that's something. That's something completely different. I mean,
did not see that coming. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's kind of got this horror tinge to it, which makes sense.
Well,
I mean,
Al for you right now. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
He's in his scary boy era, and I love it.
Yeah.
I mean, right now his like feel good story is Mary Jane Watson is bonded to the Venom symbiote. That's his feel good story.
Venom needed a little feminine energy. That's all I'm gonna say. At the end of the day, we know it doesn't really matter, so I'm just having fun with it. Yeah. Everybody needs a redhead in their life.
That's right.
But yeah, the Absolute Green Lantern is weird. I mean, in a good way. It's like a dome over this town, and
Well, it's very, very much a slow burn. I mean, because we're 2 issues in now, and we have some hints at what happened. Something that's already happened, but we still don't really kind of know what's going on. We've had some callbacks to some familiar characters, Guy Gardner, John Stewart. We've got Joe. We've got Hal. There was a Roy.
Hal in his black hand.
Yeah. There was a Roy, and I was wondering if that was Roy Harper, who lost a hand. I wasn't sure.
What's with him and always using hands, man?
Yeah, I know. It's one of those things.
Could be Aquaman. Time travel shenanigans.
But Will, I did read issue 3, and they're almost figure out a way to get through that barrier. You want to guess how?
Willpower?
Yellow.
Something yellow.
You're close, Justin. Yes, it's like the gold or stuff painted gold is like getting through. Playing with the old yellow.
Everybody piss on the dome
quickly. Creative solutions.
That's right.
Solutions.
I'm surprised some villain didn't try that in the
Unless
80s.
it's St. Patty's
Yeah.
Day, then we're all in trouble.
Right.
So so you enjoyed all the books? Well, I'm sure the regular Green Lantern books are your favorite because you got your classic Hal there. But
Yeah, Hal and Kyle are kind of both starring in that book, and then we get Guy. We get Guy and all the other Earth Lanterns, and we have some Kilowog's in there. We get some of the Alien Lanterns. I'm with Justin. I'd like to see some more of the Alien Lanterns, especially some of the ones that have like starred in the previous core series. We've got
oh yeah,
Princess Iolande. We've got the
Sornik, Natu.
Sornik. We've got the two guys from Thanagar, and which I can never remember their names. But
yeah.
They just love being cops from that planet, don't they?
They do. It's in the blood. They're green bloods.
Exactly.
And again, we can't do this we're not doing this on a weekly basis anymore. We'll justice for Kat Matui. Bring back Kat Matui, damn it.
Yes, bring back Kat Matui. That was
the time is right.
That's gotta be the hashtag for the post.
Just the cheap death they gave her,
Yeah, I mean, there's two
you
really
said a key word, her.
Oh, well, that's the thing. Even before Kyle Rayner's girlfriend, I mean, she got frigid in the kitchen before Alex.
Yeah.
Did.
She was kind of the first. She was one of the first, wasn't she?
By Star Sapphire, and 2 in the worst possible place. The first issue of Action Comics Weekly.
Oh God.
Mm-hmm.
Phil, what's the first rule of Action Comics Weekly?
We don't speak of Action Comics. Well, that's before we did a few other things. Well,
we're so deep in the weeds on this one.
There was like, oh God, what was that? Brightest Day was a contender. Captain New 52.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and then the whole rise of the Third Army. Oh my God.
Okay, yeah, that one.
You mean the slow rise of the Third Army?
Yes.
How long did that take?
18 months.
Oh, really?
God, it took forever.
Still less time than the Clone Wars.
4 books. Maybe it wasn't 18 months, more like 15 months, but it was just insane.
That's still a long time.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right. We ready to talk some Guy Gardner?
You bet.
All right. We got some visual aids from some of the notes you sent me. So, yes. First, again, his first appearance is so weird. Green Lantern 59.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And it's a what if. It's really
it's a what if
story.
Yeah. Because it's basically the Guardian show Hal Jordan. Oh, yeah. What if you had not, Abin Sur had not picked you to be Green Lantern? Oh, yeah. He would have picked this guy, Guy Gardner.
And it's from the 60s, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't even know that he went back that far.
Well, he didn't appear again until
he didn't appear next until Green Lantern, Green Arrow 87, which was also the first appearance of John Stewart.
John Stewart, that's right.
Because there was like a bus about to go over. Again, Guy Gardner was a teacher, and a bus full of his students is about to go over a cliff, so he's helping to save them, and then literally gets hit by the bus, and
that's good.
And Hal's like, he's supposed to be my backup, and he's gonna be like bedridden for at least 6 months. So
listen, we can. This is the only thing I've ever agreed with Mop. Yes, Hal Jordan, get off this earth.
Because they played with that original what if story, because I guess it came to
Squirrel's tail.
Abin Sur, he has to ring to find him a worthy successor. It picked Hal and Guy, so yeah, that ring's not good at picking people. But the only reason Hal got picked was because he was closer.
Yep.
Which I would rub it in his face for how many years? He's like, yeah, you only got picked because you were closer.
Mm-hmm.
Which is kind of the a really early retcon for the series, because there was none of that in Showcase 22. They're like adding this in later, with Guy, and then Guy, he gets hit by the bus, which is just awesome.
He got thrown under the bus.
So he was a teacher. What did he teach? Shop class?
I think it was Jim. Was it?
He was a
Jim?
coach.
Yeah, that would be my second guess. Yeah.
He was the
But
football coach.
He
And he
looks
also
like
taught the
he
history
looks
class.
like a gym teacher. Yeah.
But he wasn't the Guy Gardner of the that we saw in Crisis.
Yeah, he
And
didn't have the attitude yet. He was still like a regular guy, a regular
Yeah.
guy. Yeah. Didn't have the bowl cut. Nothing.
He's a real Silver Age hero at this point. He's just
It's just all the brain damage he took over time. Again, getting hit by the bus, and then later
battery exploding.
Yeah. He was filling in for Hal one time, and Hal's like, "Oh, well, something's wrong with my ring." No, it was his battery, which again exploded in Guy Gardner's face. So
yeah, exactly.
So I wonder what issue was it then that like established the Guy Gardner that we know now, like
that was really the Crisis crossover. He became this hyper masculine 80s kind of not really anti-hero, but just a.
Was it after the battery explosion? Because at some point he gets put in a coma, and when he comes out of the coma,
I think that happened in like the early 100s maybe, and then he's in a coma and pretty much forgot about until the Guardians actually revive him during Crisis, so like 195, 190.
Yeah, I looked up that issue I was talking about. It's 198.
Yes,
okay.
because Howard quit being a Green Lantern, to be with Carol until she becomes Star Sapphire and leaves his ass. So
and kills Cat Matui.
Yeah.
For one good stab in the back.
Yeah.
So Guy Gardner was in a coma. The Guardians resurrect him to invade the antimatter universe to basically try to take down the Anti-Monitor, right? Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. He brings a small cadre of other Green Lanterns with him because it's a special assignment type thing. And Hal still doesn't have a ring, which, if I remember right, it ends up that
wasn't it Tomar
Ray?
Yes, he dies in this.
He dies.
Gets his ring, yeah.
And Zax too gets killed in this one.
Yeah, but I think Hal gets his original ring back from John, and Tomar's ring goes to John or something like that. I think Hal.
Musical rings.
But somehow one of them lanterns dies and Hal gets a ring. Yeah.
Alan Scott's like, really, guys? Nothing.
We also don't talk about Alan Scott.
Well, again, until Crisis is over, Alan's on Earth too. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Right.
Away from all this.
So I still got to be afraid of wood. That's a little weird.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Oh, and there was a mighty effort in the 50th anniversary issue, Green Lantern 19 from the 90 series, where they try to take all of that Green Lantern stuff and retcon Alan Scott into it. It was a ring.
We remember.
Yeah.
It's hard to do.
It was Starheart was made by the elders. It's like some prototypical.
Well, it's like the Guardians tried to control magic in the universe.
It was like the deepest of cuts and the hardest of retcons.
And then it's like a weird prototype ring that it went to, what was it like?
Gulen Karth or something like that. I don't even remember the Green Lantern's name. He died, but he was bad. And I'm okay with them retconning that out of existence.
Yeah,
it's okay.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, it's like Alan's battery telling them this story because Alan's with the rest of the JSA in limbo. Yeah.
Yeah, fighting Armageddon, whatever. I'm okay with that being. We can memory hole that one.
Exactly.
Do you guys know about the best Guy Gardner book that's not a Guy Gardner book?
What's that?
What?
Human Target 1 through 6 by Tom King. Justice League International, technically, but Guy is.
Guy's in there. Ice is in there. Yeah.
I think this is issue 1's cover.
Remember we talked about the series
a little
bit.
This is a really good book. If you've never read it, pick it up. It's got something for everybody.
Like some of Tom King stuff is but it's like a lot of times.
He does espionage, and it's not in the Batman family.
Well, he's good with the lesser known characters like Human Target,
Mr. Miracle, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So if you like Mr. Miracle, I think you'll really like this particular run of Human Target.
Look at Rocket Red. I love it.
Yeah, it's so eclectic.
Oh, it's so good. Yeah.
That's what we need to do one day if we just need something to do, like some of those Justice League International.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally. That'd be fun.
Well, and and that actually is an awesome segue because once Crisis is over, the Justice
Oh,
League
yeah.
International book was launched with Keith Giffen, J.M. DeMatteis, and
Mhm.
Kevin McGuire, which is
And
kind of
again,
legendary at this point.
it's
that's
so
the era.
it's so interesting just because it's like, yeah, because they took they rebooted Justice League after Crisis, and it's like, okay, well, John Byrne's rebooting Superman. You can't have Superman. You can't have Wonder Woman. We'll give you Batman.
Because
Lantern.
he's an urban legend. He's just an urban legend.
Exactly. It's like, Green Lantern. You can have Guy Gardner.
Martian
Superman,
Manhunter.
we have Martian Manhunter. I'm
Martian
just saying,
Manhunter.
if you know, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And plus, you got,
But I'm just saying
you
this.
got the real Captain Marvel. So, well, what else?
Right.
Exactly. Dr. Fate.
Dr. Fate, Dr.
But
Light.
this is kind
as
of low
well.
key stacked. Like,
Yeah.
I love the second Dr. Light.
Oh, yeah.
Neo.
Yeah.
I love her.
And
Yeah,
again, this
she's
is the
great.
book where they built the Blue Beetle Booster Gold friendship.
yes.
Yep.
Yes. Booster Biscuit. Yeah.
And
Totally.
of course, and this, of course, in this issue right here, we get the famous scene with Guy Gardner and Batman.
I got
Yes.
I got-
Legendary.
I got
It
visual.
was my profile pic on Twitter for a long time. Let everybody know where you stand.
Yeah.
It's not with him.
I'm sure Ray would want this the other way around, but yeah.
Yeah.
He
that
takes
was
his
my
ring
desktop
off. Ah,
wallpaper
bats
for a
and
little while.
Batman.
Yeah.
Boom.
That was my wallpaper for a little while. Yeah. I love it.
One punch.
I
One punch.
love Beetle. Blue Beetle looks like he's about to piss himself. He's like, one punch.
Yeah. Yeah. It's the best. Yeah.
Black Canary's all like, I missed it. Oh, damn.
I miss Ted Cord.
We
do.
all do,
Yes.
buddy. We all
Yeah.
do. No offense to Jamie, but
But,
no,
yeah.
I love him, but I miss Ted.
But it's, I mean, again, it's like under another team that this book would have like
with
not
these
lasted.
characters, absolutely not. Absolutely
Yeah.
not. Nobody else could have done this. Absolutely
With
not.
JMD Mateus, Keith Giffen. I mean, God, before New Team came in, they did what, like 60 some issues, maybe?
Oh, the good old days where you could get
Yeah,
more
I
than
know.
5 issues at a time. Green.
Yeah. Have somebody on a book for more than 2 or 3 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably like
We're lucky to get 6 months now.
I know. Yeah.
that's probably like
Just give them another miniseries, boys.
Yeah. We'll reboot it.
that's probably why some of those like classic those guys who created Gold, a lot of them that aren't doing the big two now. Well, again, there's no money, but too, it's just
Mhm.
like
Yeah, it's better to be.
you're only gonna give me a
heroes,
year.
you
Yeah, no
can't.
thanks.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean-
yeah.
Look at, Claremont on the X-Men. I
Mm.
mean,
Was
that
like
was
18 years.
like 18 years.
For better
and
or for
you-
worse.
Well, yes. Yes. I mean,
18 years, 18 million words.
Oh,
You
it's way
can,
more than 18.
Probably, yeah.
I mean, but you can look from,
ChatGPT 4.
you can follow storylines, from when he took over in what was the first issue after Giant Size X-Men number 1 was
94, I think. Yeah.
94, yeah.
Yeah.
And follow storylines, throughout the 70s into the 80s, and I mean, it read like such an interesting, just really kind of soap opera-esque because it was continued month to month, and
It's
Yeah.
a saga.
And it paid off to
Oh.
stay with it because it's like, oh, hey, remember this thing I mentioned 5 years ago? Oh, it's back.
exactly.
Yeah. Well,
And
when I was a
He
kid
finally
reading
got done
X-Men,
talking and remembered.
they were doing the reprints, classic X-Men.
Mhm.
So I was reading the stuff from the 70s with him and John Byrne, and then reading concurrently the stuff in the 80s he was doing with other people.
Yep.
And so you see in the 70s stories the introduction of the Shadow King, and then oh look, in 1989 or whatever, here's the Shadow King is back.
Yep.
All right.
Well, and there was a really good YouTube documentary where they talk about how Claremont Claremont's time on the X-Men was kind of like an auteur, like, a filmmaker auteur, but he was protected by editors and female editors, Ann Nocente, Louise Simonson,
Louise,
that really enabled him to do all of those things, because they were there to make sure that the trains ran on time, and he was allowed to do a lot of those things, because they also launched New Mutants in the 80s, which worked really well. And this was before the giant explosion, sorry about that, of the titles.
He's a dad, it's allowed, we'll allow it.
He's a granddad, it's allowed.
So I mean, it's
I was only talking about a star baby.
That documentary is really amazing. I really enjoyed watching it, but I'm just I like you guys, I miss that, hey, someone could be on a title for 3 or 4 years or
to get to
10
complete their
years.
vision.
I mean,
Yeah.
we did an episode. I mean, we just lost Peter David. I mean, what was it, 10 years on the Hulk?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
He did years
I mean,
on lots of stuff.
Mark Grunwald, over a decade on Captain
America.
America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't one of the Spider-Man writers on there for a long time too? Like
David Michelini was
Oh,
on
yeah.
Spider-Man for quite a while.
was on
I
it for
love
a
his
long
work.
time.
I mean, he
Roger,
went from like when Venom first shows up to like right before the Clone Saga, maybe, or
Roger Stern on the Avengers.
Oh yeah, I knew he was going to bring that up for the Avengers.
Jerry Conway was on the Spider-Man book for a long time.
Jerry Conway, in the 70s, wrote The Death of Gwen Stacy. Then he came back in the late 80s, early 90s.
Spectacular Spider-Man.
At one point, he was writing Spectacular and Web, so those books were basically like almost, it's like
to be continued, suckers.
At one point, Amazing Spider-Man's doing its own thing, and then he's writing Spectacular and Web. Basically, it's like it's almost like one book that comes out twice a month.
Yep. Triangle Superman. Sorry.
Great era.
It has its ups and it has its downs for sure.
It does, but I mean, it was
ups and downs though. I will say that.
And it's very iconic. I mean, I remember that.
It's not aesthetically. Triangles are not aesthetically pleasing. I don't know what it is. So it's kind of. Even if it's an equilateral triangle, it's just like my little OCD thing. I don't want to see a triangle. It's squares and circles for comics,
Gotcha.
Yes.
I mean, just having that.
It is Mephisto's mushroom.
Having that week-to-week story, though, continued from one book to the other, and here's the order in which you read it. And then in the extra ship weeks, they would do, what was it, Superman, Man of Tomorrow, or
after a while, for that's 4 times a year skip weeks,
there's so many.
Yeah, basically a weekly Superman book, every
week,
exactly.
And Batman too,
Batman, Spider-Man,
That's how we got those numbers to where they are now.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, no, because you had different titles, but then once Brand New Day hit Spider-Man, they're like, well, Amazing sells better than the other books, so why don't we just do Amazing Spider-Man 3 times a month?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't remind me. That was just corporate greed.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're still milking the Batman cow to this day.
Batman, my favorite character.
Speaking of milking things, Ray plays games on YouTube. If you have a deck,
get advice for your deck.
I'm just down under. Tight.
Phil, I sent you a picture. I found a picture of that Green Lantern I was trying to
yeah.
Oh, okay.
I sent you a picture.
I was gonna say I have one.
I looked up the issue.
I'm thinking it might be him, but I can't remember the name for the life of me. Oh no, maybe not that one.
Wait, how many tentacle related monsters are there for? I might have been sleeping on Green Lantern.
Yeah, I don't know that guy.
I don't know that guy either. Huh.
On that shelf behind
you get a no prize. Anybody know that character? If you're watching on YouTube, get a no prize.
Maybe
Name that Green Lantern.
Maybe I'll put it up on social media. Yeah, maybe you can win a prize.
Yeah.
No prize.
No,
You can choose the next topic of the Patreon episode if you
maybe I'll.
if you furnish us with the name like that.
We still have some Green Lantern pins and stuff left over, Phil. We can send them some of those.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Actually have some issues too. Oh. You want a
So-
signed picture of Ray?
Wait, is it signed in ink or?
Oh,
Wow, that's
Oh my.
that's
Well,
That's
it's the
going
Moon Knight,
hard.
So it could
That's
be
going
blood.
hard.
You know. You know.
oh, come on, Will. Will, that's going hard.
Oh, so Chuck Lorre is talking shit about Green Lanterns while he's trying to pitch what is it? Story fails to save the universe. Some CGI heavy spinoff of like The Big Bang Theory, like what 8 years later.
Oh yeah, Stuart Phil
Chuck
saved the
Lorre,
universe.
listen, we are all side eyeing you first of all, so you just need to pipe down. It's still part of Warner Brothers, so you might not want to poop on the Green Lantern. It's supposed to be coming to Max too, so it's like you might want to calm down with that. But I'm just like, I was very shocked that he would be talking trash like that. But anything for clicks and views, I guess.
What was he saying? Do you remember?
He just says that Green Lanterns are like the kind of like the laughing stock, and I'm like, babes, have you seen Aquaman with a harpoon hand? Because like I live.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's so many other characters that I don't know. Wow.
I mean, they even made fun of Aquaman on The Big Bang Theory.
I wanted that costume so freaking bad. It was just I could not find it. Poor
the
Raj.
sequels and stuff.
I need that. Somebody's got to make that for me.
All right. Will conspicuously left this off the list, but yes, by the time we hit the 90s, yes, Guy Gardner loses that green ring and becomes Guy Gardner Warrior.
Warrior.
Oh yeah.
This is almost as bad as the Chuck Dixon stuff.
It's the 90s, yeah. On a leather jacket.
This is actually
Bo Smith was writing this. Who's that?
Bo Smith. Yeah, he started writing it. I think Chuck Dixon. Did Chuck Dixon write the?
He wrote year one stuff too. So
year one.
That's the one that I'm. Yeah, that's the one that I'm talking about. It was like Guy Gardner 11 through 14 is the one that I'm thinking of specifically.
Oh wait a minute! You mean Signal of Doom mascot and hey, don't make my characters gay, Chuck Dixon?
Talk about yesterday's sins,
Yeah,
exactly.
I will not be showing myself out.
All right, Chuck. All right, we mentioned Chuck Dixon. Noel Tate should be in the chat any moment.
No, wait, you got to say it like 2 more times.
The Chuck Dixon. Yeah, well, first, Guy gets that yellow ring, and then he gets
as he should.
Alien who's it's that they can like make guns and other shit out of his body.
Is that what it was? It was like an alien tech that was making him.
What did they do? Was he have like alien DNA or something in him? Shut up, Lilith. And then once Rebirth hits, where they bring back Hal Jordan,
they get rid of all that.
They literally just like rip the alien DNA out of him.
Oh, they ripped it out of him. That's hilarious.
Yeah, Voldarian. He was Voldarian. So it's kind of cool because Guy. They introduced him as this 90s ultra macho during Crisis, and he literally kept that until Emerald Twilight. That was his personality. And once Guy Gardner Warrior started going, after 17 through, I think it ran 30 issues. Is that right, Phil? 28 issues? I can't remember.
Here, I'll look at because we did cover it, and I think we blocked it out of our minds.
Yeah, we kind of did because it was a Guy Gardner issue that we were talking about. But the cool thing is that Bo Smith, I think, really did an interesting job, kind of maturing Guy a lot, and then that really, I think, and then Guy was basically, once the series was over, he was relegated to showing up during giant crossovers. I think he was killed during
Our Worlds at War, whatever.
Our Worlds at War.
Oh, that, yeah.
Then went to hell, but then came back.
And
I don't understand that at all.
I mean, he's a ginger, of course. He went to hell.
You got it.
Joke. Come on.
Your adopted mother used to be a redhead, Lilith. Oh, no. Okay.
Redheads.
Okay. It was a 90s series. So, yes, Guy Gardner Warrior, besides 2 annuals, got 44 issues.
Wow.
Wow,
Oh
that's
God.
right. It went a long time. That's right.
Corporate welfare.
Yeah. Wow.
But
That's
the other
wild.
thing that happened with Guy, so after his series went away, Ron Mars did a really great job as kind of treating him as kind of hot-headed but elder statesman for, mentor-ish, somebody that Kyle could talk to in the Green Lantern series, which helped kind of keep him, maturing him a little bit so that he wasn't that hyper annoying guy from, the Justice League days, or, the one that got hit in the head and was super really nice all the time. Which is a really crazy thing.
I know there's some of those. Yeah, he gets hit, keeps getting hit on the head and switching personalities, and then I think like Lobo shows up or something and hits him. And then he's
Lobo,
like,
yeah, of course.
he's being all nice, then Lobo hits him. He's like, "Okay, now we're going."
Yeah.
Yeah. Which actually that brings up, that's kind of a continuing beef. Those two have beef. They continually, want to fight, because he fought him, when he had the yellow ring, I think, because he used Lobo to get the yellow ring, and then
Oh yeah.
they fought multiple times since then. So they kind of have this ongoing rivalry, which,
Well, because they're both such deep thinkers.
yeah, Lobo, Lobo should not exist in a universe with Superman.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
That's
and
technically
be
his
free.
Bizarro, and you can't change my mind.
Okay.
It's like a
Yeah,
Bizarro clone. We just don't talk about it. We just don't.
he
talk
ain't
about
that tough. Wolverine and popularity beat him.
That is true. Yay, 90s.
Marvel vs. DC. Yeah.
Yeah.
it. Everybody's like, "Who the hell is Lobo?"
I think he was I think it was such a weird scene. I think he was smoking a cigar, and then Wolverine like pulls him behind the bar, and then Wolverine's the one who comes up and like just grabs the cigar or whatever. Once again, 90s, you could smoke.
And
Yeah,
now
that's
we're
right.
back to doing another Marvel DC crossover because both companies need the damn money. So
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
really not excited about the prospect of the cash grab at this point.
Did I see?
Although there's some pretty cool names on it, so we'll see.
Did I see?
Some of it might be
Jim Lee or somebody was saying they've been playing this for like 2 or 3 years.
Sure, Jan.
Yeah,
Sure.
whatever.
So is that the only series, or is there going to be more? Because again, they announced a Batman and Deadpool series. I'm like, really?
Oh,
Like, shouldn't it be
no.
Harley and Deadpool? I'm just saying.
Exactly. Or Batman, Moon Knight, something.
Yeah, something.
Slade, Deathstroke versus Deadpool. Like, hello.
So all those noobs who don't know nothing can go, "Oh, who's this Deathstroke? He's a ripoff of Deadpool."
Like, we could be the one to tell you. Actually, love to be the one to tell you.
Yeah.
I need a shirt that just says, "Well, actually."
Yeah, I mean, we definitely need that Batman versus Moon Knight.
What the F?
Yes.
No,
So that's-
I don't want that.
There's you guys played Legend of Zelda,
Yes, I have.
some version, right?
Mhm.
So that's, my wife and I both love the game. We played Breath of the Wild, we played Tears of the Kingdom, but every time Link is explaining something, he's doing this because he doesn't ever talk, and we always just say, "Well, actually," that's what he's saying.
Yes. That's perfect. Yeah.
Wait, what's
Well,
Link do? Like,
he is, when he's telling, for instance, if you're doing a side quest or something, and you come back and you're talking to him, and they say something, and then Link goes, and he's telling the story,
Yeah.
telling them something,
He's just-
basically, "Well, actually, I already
he's-
went there and found out all this crap, so here you
Yeah.
go, whatever."
I was just saying the hand movement. I was like, wait a minute, he's pulling a Trump.
Oh. No.
He didn't say he had baby wrist. Goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need some big. Yeah, Trump, you need some big, strong, manly wrists.
Strongest wrist down under.
That's right.
That's how they make. That's the
No
only way they
comparison.
make them in Australia. Oh, so are we not just gonna talk about
Well, that's where he
Jack
got.
Gardner Reborn? Yeah.
Yeah, that's where he got the
no.
ring. Yeah, 'cause
Yeah, that's
yeah.
what I mean. Yeah,
Oh
1 through 3.
my God.
Ooh.
he got the green ring taken off him, and then he's like, I'm gonna go get that yellow ring. Sinestro's
this
old
was-
ring.
Yes.
This was like a prestige format series, right?
Yes.
This was
3
yeah.
issues. Yep.
3
Mhm.
issues. It was. I like it.
hmm
Is it? That's Joe Staton.
Yep.
The art, yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Which is, and I really like Joe Staton as an artist, but he gets progressively, I think, more, cartoonier,
Mm-hmm.
more
Yes.
as he goes along.
Yeah.
And
so he was the Frank Miller of his day. Okay.
but,
I wouldn't say that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, I
no,
wouldn't say
don't
No, I
that
just,
at all.
I mean, you've seen the I don't know if I'd call it an evolution of Frank Miller's art. But...
no, don't.
The evolution of
Exactly.
But it was really, yeah, it was really, it really fit what the writer, who shall not be named, was doing with making this more of a satire book, or more for comedy.
Oh, he wrote
anything.
that too. Oh my
Yes.
God! Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I like is it issue 2 with Lobo? Let me look. Hold on. I think this is the best cover.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah. I low key ship them together, so like I'm just saying. Can you guess who's the bottom? I bet you can.
It's the bowl cut, isn't it, Lilith? It's the bowl cut.
All I'm gonna say is Lobo needs love too. That's all I'm gonna say. He's actually very sensitive.
The bowl cut. Why? Are you saying he has like a 1983 housewife bowl cut?
It's part of their role playing.
I mean,
Exactly.
did you see that belly shirt he was wearing on that one cover? Gee.
Oh yeah.
You gotta let the belly button breathe, man. Don't
That's
get all
right.
sweaty when you're shooting your guns.
Oh my. So he went through all that evolution, and then
and like we were saying earlier, the Ron Mars kind of completed what Bo Smith was doing in that Guy Gardner Warrior series to make him a bit more mature. And I actually kind of started, I think, appreciating Guy a little bit more during that series when we were reading it, because I still didn't really like the Guy Gardner previous with the yellow ring. He was still this obnoxious. That was his.
mm-hmm.
He was almost more of a caricature than a character, right? Just whatever.
Flanderized, yeah.
Yeah, but that was really, I think, I really like how Jeff Johns treated him in Rebirth, and then how Dave Gibbons as writer, and then was it Peter Tomasi, I think, wrote him in the core book, because that first iteration of the core was an amazing book.
Yeah,
it
like
really was.
after Rebirth, or after Hal Jordan's back in Rebirth, yeah. But then you also mentioned, one of the less objectionable things from New 52, Guy Gardner is a Red Lantern. It kind of makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
I had that full run actually.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that was really, really good. Now I love Hal Jordan, we know that, but I think really Red Lantern by Charles Soule and the artist Alessandro Vitti with Guy Gardner as a Red Lantern is probably the best Lantern book of the New 52, at least in my opinion.
Nice.
Wow, way to leap over that high
There's
bar.
like surprising gems in New 52. Like I said, like Green Arrow thrived in New 52. Aquaman thrived. This book thrived.
I loved that.
Batman Incorporated, so they canceled it because they were like, "Wait a minute, this is taken away from our Bat Book fund."
Yeah,
a lot of weird things really thrived in the beginning of New 52 because it was just kind of a free for all and a reintroduction, and they kind of just blew it.
Yep. Well, and Phil and I talked a lot about the Green Lantern book, the Green Lantern core book, or even the New Guardians book. There was just such a high body count every issue of every one of those books. It seems like, God, can this get any darker and more murdery?
It's got to be edgy, baby. We're grimdark. That was the grimdark era.
It was.
Thank you, Dark Knight, for ruining comics.
So we're back to the Frank Miller of things.
Okay. No. I mean the movie.
Oh yeah,
the Dark Knight trilogy. I ruined Superman for a while too. So
I wanted it to be Frank Miller.
Much as I love the first two movies, I have to admit it did have a very bad effect on the DC comics for a very long time. And that's
Oh,
how we got the Snyderverse. Oh.
But come on, you got to admit the whole slippery slope started with Frank Miller's Dark Knight Returns.
Yeah, well, of course. Bat God and all that stuff. But like modern comics were kind of not that bad. We were kind of like recovering from the Frank Miller of it all. And then that movie, they were like, oh shit, you're right. Yeah. Yeah. Bring him back, boy.
More of that. More of that, please.
I mean, it did so well at the box office. How could it not? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just love the dude bros now. They're just like, oh, what, we're getting this touchy feely Superman in the movies. It's like you don't know Superman. It's it's not. It's not.
Yeah. What are you talking about? Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. But I mean, ultimately, there are cycles, and
Yeah. Well, I saw a quote by Kevin Smith recently, and unfortunately, it makes sense. I think he said, Superman does well when when things are bad and people are looking for something to like believe
he's
in.
supposed to be a beacon of hope.
Yeah.
And that's how you should always write Superman.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess if Superman's doing well, we should be like, oh crap, what's going on?
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
we know what's going on.
Might make $1 billion, boy. DC might finally get $1 billion movie. Oh, good for them.
Yeah.
Oh, Lilith, did I see? I think James Gunn confirmed there's a Wonder Woman movie being written as we speak?
We'll see. We'll see. That's all I can say. I don't think it's gonna happen. I think he's lying. We'll be more likely to get that's why we're doing a Supergirl movie. I'm just saying. I know that script has been kicked around for a while.
Or did they cast that already?
They were trying to find a new script, and
I thought they cast that already.
Allegedly, we'll see.
Oh,
Listen, when it comes to female-led anything over there at Warner Bros.,
believe it when we see
anything. I don't know if Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow is going to come out. Like, we'll have to see. I just don't trust them anymore. They have broken my heart one too many times.
Speaking of Lobo, isn't Momoa supposed to be playing Lobo in it?
Yeah.
Yep. Actually, I think that's some pretty amazing casting. Actually,
that's who you're supposed to be.
I know. Yeah, that's.
Just like they gave freaking Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern when he was supposed to be. I'm like, what are we doing?
Or he's supposed to be Barry Allen, yeah.
Yeah.
No, just pay them the money. Don't make the movie. Just pay them the money for breach of contract, and the world would have been so much better.
Yeah.
Well, and that Green Lantern movie. I mean, it's not the worst thing ever. It's just not.
No, don't be nice.
Okay, well,
it's okay.
It's not
Ryan Reynolds now, so we can really.
I mean, come on, Will. Remember how you felt when you and the boys came out of that movie? Come on.
We were very it was disappointing. Yeah. It was very disappointing. And
we did a year of superhero movie brackets, and we could not get through Green Lantern.
I know. But this was kind of during the height of Jeff Johns on the Green Lantern book. So we had this movie that
sad.
Exactly. Thank you. You're exactly right. That's why was it not better?
Why didn't they consult anybody?
I mean, between
that a Green Lantern book? Did you just go through Wikipedia? Like, what the hell was that movie?
Between Hot Wheels tracks and then again, just the all superhero movies half the time now they try to shove so much in. I mean, we tried to do the origin of Hal Jordan while we're shoving Parallax in there. Wow, Hector Hammond's in there, and it's too much.
I mean, they had Secret Origin
spinoff. Not gonna lie, I was
Sinestro's in there. Yeah, they tried. Yeah, like 3.
Sinestro was the best thing about that movie. You can kiss my ass if you don't agree.
Mark Strong.
You are absolutely right. Yeah. That was amazing casting, and he was awesome as Sinestro.
Wasted.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You're absolutely right. Absolutely wasted.
We tried to.
We're gonna get a better Green Lantern movie, though, boys. I feel it in my bones.
Got my fingers crossed.
Now, do you guys want to see the Guardians in it or no? Like, do we want the full origin, like, in the beginning of the universe? Do we need?
Maybe in, like, the prologue of the film, like, in the opening, just, like, do a quick 5-10 minute, like, this is how it happened.
I think the lore is so deep that, like, you only really need to touch the surface. And
I was going to say,
it's a lot.
I mean, at least for a while, are they just gonna be dropping little hints, like is Guy gonna mention something in the Superman movie, and then when the series,
I guarantee you, it's gonna be like a post-credit scene for either. Well, it's probably gonna be for Supergirl, Women of Tomorrow. But wouldn't it be cool if it was for the TV show Lanterns? Wouldn't it be
That would
cool?
be cool.
I think
Yeah.
they said he's gonna start. We're gonna get a Guy Gardner appearance in that Lantern series, and it. Did you guys watch the Peacemaker season 2 trailer? Him and Hawkgirl are
Yeah, I saw
like for 5 minutes, but yeah.
Interesting. It's definitely gonna be interesting. So it's a good. I feel okay with DC live action right now. I just wish their TV shows were better. Like we don't even have any TV shows, do we? I mean, live action TV shows. We got like Harley Quinn, and that's like it, right?
Yeah, I don't think either side has a live action show at the moment, do they?
Well, no, we got Ironheart.
Oh yeah, Ironheart. Oh yeah, that is coming this month.
Whoopsie!
I keep forgetting they don't promote it.
Exactly my point.
And I told you, I think they're what is it? I think
They're
dropping
burning them all off, right?
Oh yeah, they're dropping three episodes at a time. Yeah, Ironheart.
Really?
Well, I mean,
3 at a
Wow.
time?
They didn't do it right after Wakanda Forever. That's the main. That's when I knew.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They didn't
that-
do that. I
That's
said,
yeah.
oh, we got problems.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We got
Why'd they wait
problems.
so long? Yeah. Yeah.
Well, Marvel is a mess. Disney's
Oh,
a mess too.
yeah,
Everybody's a mess right now. Capitalism is in an upheaval right now.
Yeah. It is totally a mess. Absolutely.
I'm just
13
waiting on Amazon to come swoop in and do something.
13 days till Ironheart, June 24th.
Yay!
Oh, cool.
Remind
Everything's
me when
a
it's
mess,
all
man.
ready to be binged, and I'll binge it.
Marvel's a mess. DC's a mess. Doctor Who's a mess. Everything's a mess. I quit, man. I'm going back to reruns. I've had enough.
I mean,
That's where I'm at. I'm rewatching Supernatural, so
Yeah.
I'll be watching that for the next 10 years.
Exactly.
What a day, baby! What a day!
hey, Will, do you see for the Fantastic Four movie the buckets they're putting out? The popcorn buckets. There's a giant
Oh, they're-
Galactus head.
Galactus
For
head. Yep, I saw those.
80
$80.
bucks.
Just know
And
that
I-
Herbie
I
was
won't-
gonna be
The eyes light up.
$150.
And you can
I-
get a Herbie
Oh yeah,
the
they put out the Herbie.
snack caddy for
Yeah,
like
well,
100.
I'm
What's that?
already
150
saving money
bucks?
for that one.
That holds popcorn, drink, and candy. Yeah.
I don't have the
Yeah.
kids
Nice.
anymore, so I can get away with it now.
Oh, nice.
Kids are on summer vacation with their grandparents. So I'm just like, all right, I can go to this
I
movie by
mean-
myself and get out of there for less than $100. Well, no, if I buy the Herbie thing, less than $200.
Yeah, 'cause that Galactus head is 80. Yeah, Herbie's gonna be more.
It's got 3 compartments. It probably like actually
Yeah, that's
rolls.
gonna
I
be
think
like
I saw.
150 bucks.
It has to be.
Yeah.
Hold on, let's get this picture here. Yeah, well, look at that Herbie.
Oh my god, that's so awesome.
I
That is so cool.
It's gonna be
Who
like
thought-
$100.
Who thought we would see Herbie in a live action Fantastic Four?
I know.
That
And merchandising the crap
And
out of it.
merchandising it. You see all these people with those things in the movie theater trying to maneuver those around in the aisles.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
Herbie
There we go.
is
There's
a
a good
really
look
Look at that
Yeah.
concession vessel.
Holds it all for you. Large popcorn, large drink, and candy.
Herbie is a really deep cut, right?
It is. Well, we're doing Galactus. You know what? If you have the giant Galactus with Silver Surfer, everybody, we might even see Mole Man. I feel like everybody that's on the back of that Funko Pop box might show up in this movie. I need Mole Man to show up. If it's not like, especially if we're doing like the retro, if Mole Man does not show up, even as like just like a
Mole
cameo,
Man, yes.
Well,
Yeah.
I think they said when the movie starts. I mean, I mean that they're going to do flashbacks of the origin, but I think they've already been a team for a few years, so maybe they open up on like a battle with the Mole Man or something.
Yeah.
Because like I
Cover
feel
of
that would
number
be a
one.
reference to what? Well, okay, so like Incredibles 2 is obviously like Pixar's version of Fantastic Four, and what does Incredibles 2 open up with? The
Oh,
flashback to the fight with their version of the Mole Man. So I feel like it would just be like this really cool corporate synergy full circle moment if they did it. I'm just saying, like, if it doesn't happen, I'm not gonna be too upset. But I do need Mole Man, just a cameo in credit scene, something.
Fantastic Four 2. We need Red Ghost and the Super Apes.
Yes.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
It needs to be in black and white too. The flashback's got to be in black and white.
There,
Or like
there were
sepia
rumors that that's
tone.
who John Malkovich was playing.
Oh,
It was the Red Ghost. Yeah, which would be fantastic.
Nice.
Oh, he is gonna eat the hell out of that suit, bro. He's gonna be
Russian
chewing it
accent.
like
Yeah.
Bugs Bunny in a carrot, baby. I wish Charlie would be here to see this. Like, oh my gosh.
I know. God, we'd be starting to go fund me for so you get that Herbie and Galactus.
Exactly.
Oh, totally. Both of them.
The boys wanted both.
Oh, you gotta take him to the movie theater when you go see Fantastic Four.
Oh,
Take a
the
selfie
picture.
in front of the And when we do the review, that'll be the cover. There we go. I solved it.
That's right. We need more man.
You're gonna embarrass the shit out of
Am I the crazy one?
We need the red ghost and the super apes.
God. Ben Grimm, the unsung hero of the cinema.
A cinematic tour de force.
Exactly.
We've devolved into chaos.
All right. It's time to go. Lilith's medication's wearing off. All right. So, Will, thank you for joining us
Yes,
again.
thank you, Will.
Thanks for having me. This
Fun.
is always fun.
Oh, I was going to ask Will. I was curious about the Alan Scott, the Golden Age Green Lantern archives.
Oh, yeah.
They still have those on eBay, and I've been keen on getting both of those for years. But with this new series of DC's Finest that they're doing, they have been reprinting old stuff from the 40s. So do you think that they're going to do any of those in that line?
It's possible. I mean, you have some really kind of A-list Golden Age sci-fi writers. You have, Alfred Bester.
Yes.
Doing some of those. I think the
Yeah.
Green Lantern. Let me look up here. They only did one volume of the Golden Age Green Lantern.
I thought they did too.
I'll double check. I may not have the second one.
You don't have one. What?
I'll double check, man.
Oh, that wife's like, oh God, they're getting one incoming.
But honestly, maybe with the Lantern series coming out, maybe they would do something with that. But
Yeah.
I figure they're going to want to focus more on the Silver.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Silver Age Green Lantern and move on to those.
Guy Gardner collections coming.
Yeah, there's going to be a bunch of Guy Gardner stuff.
Yeah, there's two of them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there are two. Yeah.
Oh, there is two.
Yeah, the last one came out in 2002.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh, I missed that one then. I need to get that. I'll have to put it on the list.
I mean, it's not very big. It's got, I think it's All American Comics 31 through 38, and then like Green Lanterns 2 and 3.
Oh, okay.
Oh, must find that. I didn't get that. And meanwhile, in the other room, Stacy's gone.
I thought these canceled the sound. Did you? I didn't know you guys heard that. So
yeah, they're actually not that much on eBay. I was looking at them earlier just to see what they were like, and they're not too exorbitant on eBay. So I pull the trigger on this.
I think there's a Red Lantern omnibus that's about ready to come out.
Oh, okay.
That collects all of the Red Lantern series, which of course has the Guy Gardner stuff.
Yeah, that's the whole series. Nice.
Yeah,
great.
I do love them omnibuses. I mean, a book is great when you can read it and it has lots of stuff in it, but it's just an extra when you can kill somebody with it, right?
Exactly. When you can flatten someone's skull with it, then know it's dual purpose.
My kind of book.
It's my kind of book.
All righty.
He's like, everybody's in their stage and is having a field day today.
Kill murder.
Not just mine.
All right. So, it's been a while since I get to this. All right, Mr. Will Allred, thank you for joining us. Master of the Green Lantern Corps, master of the Quantum Zone, master podcaster, and master of several successful Kickstarter campaigns. Why don't you tell everybody about what you do?
Where you can find me? You can find me at Blue Sky. I've abandoned the other place, the bad place. But if you want, or you can find me at Gmail, wallred@gmail. But if you want, you can check out Crossover Division at crossoverdivision.com, or an older book I wrote called Diary of Night at diaryofnight.com.
Vampires.
Yeah, it's vampires. It sucks. Huh. Anyway, in a good way. You can always reach out, find me. We'll be fulfilling Crossover Division number 6 within the next 8 weeks or so, and then launching Crossover Division number 7, which will be a certain old god that is unpronounceable by people.
Oh.
The Hard Master.
Contra, is that you?
Oh, baby.
But yeah, we'll be crossing over with Cthulhu, and it's there's an actual Pablo we did our first double page spread, and it's not this way. If you turn the book this way, it's a whole.
Oh, wow!
It's amazing
Because that's
the amount of
the only
detail
way you
he
can
put in.
capture Lovecraftian creatures.
That's right.
Exactly. But
Sounds like a promotional poster to me.
it may very well become that. But anyway, you can find me, at Gmail and Blue Sky, and check out Crossover Division, Diary of Night, and that's where I am. Thanks for having me on.
Thanks for joining, as always.
Yes.
Hey, boys, you look at the party. I love the party. Seems like I'm getting a package every other day.
We're like, it's going to be shipping a package every other day.
I'll put it in my navel.
I, of course, love Hal Jordan.
I, of
I
course,
do.
love John Stewart.
I, of course,
Oh,
was
yeah.
Tom Winter.
There you go. You can do Alan Scott. Justin?
I, of course, love Alan Scott.
Yeah.
All right, and of course, you can catch Justin. Tell him about the Lost Library of Legends.
Yes, the Lost Library of Legends will be doing a special retrospective on a forgotten comic book called The Dark from Continuum Comics next month, which lasted for a whole 7 issues, and which features some great George Perez covers. I think that they went out of business because they did red foil on every single cover.
Wow.
I think they bankrupted themselves. But I'll be doing a full episode on that whole series. And also over there, you can find me and Russell talking about the adventures of Marvel's Sleepwalker and the Chronicles of the Shadow in comics over the years.
You guys got to review that Shadow movie.
Oh yes, absolutely. When we get to the 90s, that's on the list.
Hey, I didn't hallucinate this, did I?
Hmm.
There's a quote from Tom DeFalco that says that Sleepwalker is Sandman done right.
Oh!
I think that I can't remember if it's Tom that said that, but I think somebody did say that. Yes.
Okay,
yeah.
good. I just want to make sure I didn't hallucinate that.
Yeah, somebody did say that. Words, are we?
Yeah, it was him.
It was. All
That
right.
was from like 2014, yeah.
Jesus.
I love it.
He looked at Sleepwalker and was like,
No, actually, I think it's Sandman done the Marvel way, maybe. But,
Yeah.
Which means the right way. Let's just be real. in his
Right.
opinion.
Make it crazy.
All right, and again, pick up Kristen's book on Amazon, Dick Grayson, Boy Wonder. Learn all about Dick. And again,
My kind of book.
hey-o. And when you buy the book, you do support an educator. So, and again, yes, catch me all over social media at Podfather Phil. So, if you need a favor,
Hiding from the boss, trying to hide your digital footprint, are we?
always. I learned from the best. Lilith Hellfire.
Soon to be my legal name. Gotta be Dr. Hellfire.
I was gonna
Dr.
say,
Hellfire,
I was
yes.
gonna say, once you become a full dentist, you're gonna be Dr. Hellfire.
Dr. Hellfire. I love it.
I cannot wait till I can officially call you Dr. Hellfire.
That's the best.
Yeah, I mean, we got about 4, maybe 6 years, depending on
God.
the special. I haven't decided on the specialty yet. So
Soon to be Dr. Hellfire. All right, kids. And yes, send us your thoughts. Email us CapesandLunatics@gmail.com or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. You can find us on pretty much all social media. Support us by buying merch at TeePublic in Spring. Again, Dr. Hellfire demands that you rain around the money on us through the Cash App link.
Pay for my books.
Oh, that's right.
Those damn things are expensive.
Pay for her dentist chair. All right. And of course, you can always support us. Subscribe to the Patreon. You get an exclusive, uncensored episode every month. Like the panel Lilith was at a con not too long ago. Justin Junkin unboxing video. And then the latest, where Justin and I review the Friday the 13th franchise, which will drop this month. You guessed it. Friday the 13th.
The 13th. Bravo.
They had to do it for the bit. They had to do it for the bit.
That's right.
Do it for the loss. All right.
Wait. What did anybody celebrate Lilith Hellfire Day? As in June 9th? Anybody do something?
You know what? I don't know how. Every other year it hasn't. It completely flew over my head. Yeah, we just had 6/9/2025.
Yeah. Since I'm not on social media, I couldn't remind everybody. But I had a nice, quiet, quaint Lilith Hellfire Day. Just me and my vape.
Oh my. Oh, and then next episode we're going to be covering the best couples in fictional. I don't care if it's comics, TV, movies. Yeah, best fictional couples.
So send in your feedback if you can't be here.
Yes, Ray. And then in 1 week, Kesha Ray's back.
Yay! Not safe for work covers.
Oh yeah, her Vampirella cover's coming out. Yeah. All right. Thank you for joining us, everyone.
Oh, double ampersand.
Oh yeah. All right, kids. Thank you for joining us for another episode. We have been your Capes.
Ampersand.
Lunatics. Oh, what? He's like, what? Nobody told me about this ampersand thing.
Hey, leave Grandpa alone. He's already on eBay looking for that Dallin Scott collection.
It's $85 on Amazon, so it's already in my cart. Don't even worry about it.
Hey, Will, Father's Day is coming up this weekend.
It'll get there Tuesday, but better late than never. Just
You have two sons. All I gotta do is pitch in a little over $40. Come on.
Absolutely.
But then in like 2 weeks, Ray will be here. So get your decks ready.